DJ Wonder Chrissy coming at it again here on a Tuesday, February 20th. It's a beautiful sunny day in Chicago, 34 degrees, and we're heading to March. Can't get to March fast enough, folks. And might as well have some Taylor Swift here. Let's bring Taylor into the show. No show is complete without Taylor Swift. For you Swifties out there, we gotta have some Taylor Swift. She was what made the Super Bowl super, folks. Gotta love Taylor there. There you go. You got your dose of Taylor today. So let's head on to the show. As I said, we got a good show for you today. How about a little humor to start the morning?
Wait, I sit on the stand.
Don't do
it.
Don't do it.
And it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I love kids jumping on my lap.
Oh man, I am absolutely convinced at this point that...
So there you go. And what more do we need to start the show off? Let me get this one ready for you. It's a good day when some migrants get introduced to Rikers Island. We got a quick update from New York City about those 5 degenerates that were beating up on the cops in Times Square. So this is all good news. This is nothing but good news. And these kids are these degenerates, these migrants. We call them migrants, Biden migrants. And they're not going to see the sunshine a day in New York City for a while. So let's go in on this one here. These guys are waking up this morning in Rikers Island. That's got to be a shock to your immigrant body.
Judge here today are charged with assault in the 2nd degree.
508 of 24, Yorman, Reverend.
One by one, they were brought before a judge, and one by one, they made the same plea.
Not guilty.
Those were the first 2 of 5 different men to appear before a judge. All 5 had been indicted in relation to the January 27th attack on an NYPD lieutenant and an officer near Times Square. The man in the first case, Yoman Reveron, came to court on his own, but left in handcuffs. $150,000 bail, in part because he's also been charged in a separate case of stealing. Next, Yohenry Brito. He was the man seen on NYPD body cam footage being arrested last month in the incident that resulted in the attack. He had been the only one allegedly involved who'd initially been held on bail, $15,000 worth, but it was paid this week by a church. That wasn't enough for the judge. She ordered Brito detained until a hearing next.
The judge is throwing the book at these folks, and you know why? It's because the community and the police union have fought back. They pushed back. Otherwise, this wouldn't be happening, folks. They're going to let these people go. But the pushback, the blowback is what caused all this to unravel. And this is how you got to deal with unraveling a society, folks. You got to push back just a little bit.
Tuesday, Kelvin Servita Arocha did not come in on his own. He'd been taken into custody Friday morning by ICE agents. For his assault indictment, the judge gave him $15,000 bail. Wilson Juarez was not accused of attacking the officers directly, but instead with tampering with evidence that might get his fellow defendants in trouble with the law. He'd also been picked up by ICE on Friday. To keep him in city custody and not federal, the judge gave him $1 cash bail. She gave a lot more to Darwin Gomez Isquiel, In addition to being accused of attacking the cops, he's also charged with being a lookout in a theft at Macy's in Queens. He got $50,000 back.
Ouch!
The largest police union says it's about time.
They should have never been released. These individuals are all behind bars where they belong.
A total of 8 men are suspected in this attack. 2 of them went before a judge earlier this week. Only 1 has yet to be arraigned. His name is Joanne Bawada. The 5 who were before a judge today are all having to come back in April. Reporting from Lower Manhattan outside of court, I'm James Ford, Pix 11 News.
So there you go. Enjoy your stay. I wonder if they change the sheets daily at Rikers. I'm not so sure about that. What else do we have for you today? Chicago is, it's just as bad. Just watch some news reports. Here's one where they jumped the border to Wisconsin to steal some luxury cars. This is to the extent that these gangs, we'll call them gangs because no one wants to call them gangs. The media just calls them mass meetings or something like that. But anyway, let's look in on this one right here, where they went all the way to Waukesha, Wisconsin, a suburb of Milwaukee, to steal some cars on Sunday, I believe, Sunday or Saturday. So let's get this one going for you and see to what extent these criminals will go to.
Police in Wisconsin say an organized crime group of teens from Chicago are to blame for stealing nearly a dozen luxury cars.
Yeah, it happened over the weekend. There was an extensive police chase. Christina Van Zelst explains where the investigation stands tonight.
Around 6 Sunday morning, Waukesha police say 9 luxury vehicles were stolen from the Fields Auto Group. That heist started a chase into West Allis.
Look at those cars. Let's go back. Look like Discovery. Looks like maybe a BMW, Porsche.
We didn't think it would come up this far north and this far west in the state.
Waukesha Police Captain Dan Bauman says someone spotted something off at a gas station.
You had 9 luxury vehicles at one gas station in West Allis with young kids with masks on, all filling up luxury vehicles at 6:30 in the morning.
West Allis police chased the suspects onto I-94, which continued through Milwaukee, Kenosha, and Racine County.
Driver in pursuit, speeds are approximately 100 miles an hour now.
That's where the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department stepped in. Sergeant Colin Cooltrip says one vehicle was stopped with stop sticks and crashed on I-94 near Pleasant Prairie. Here, you can see the moments it was riding on the rim.
As the first deputies, police officers were pursuing them down the interstate and ended up getting passed by the cars that are in the rear of the convoy. And those would be the vehicles that would be going 130 plus and weaving in and out of traffic.
That driver, a 17-year-old boy, was arrested. As for the rest of the suspects, Cooltrip says it gets tricky at the state line. In Illinois, the pursuit policy is more restrictive.
Once we hit that Illinois line, it's essentially a wall.
As of Monday, Waukesha police say 6 of the 9 vehicles have been recovered, 5 of those in Illinois. Christina Van Zelst, Fox News.
Welcome back.
So there you go. There's just a little bit of the Chicago / Milwaukee crime. Let's see what else we got here for you. There's no shortage of crime. I was just watching a video that was saying the summer crime spree is actually cropped up here in the the middle of winter. Excuse me. Let's do this one here where they did a takeover in Beverly in the middle of a street this weekend. That's something that's not new, but they can if they catch you, they can confiscate your cars now in Chicago. So makes it a little more dicey. And look at, they even had fire on the street here. So let me get this one queued up for you and we can go through that. This is just how crazy things are in Chicago. So let's look at this illegal street takeover that happened in the south suburb of, or south neighborhood of Beverly, southwest side, very Irish. And looking forward to St. Patty's Day to come up real soon.
Like a neighborhood takeover. Drivers, drag racing, and drifting set fire to a...
Look at that, cars on the sidewalk there, folks.
Even managed to hold off police for a while. CBS 2's Jermont Terry live for us in Beverly with reaction tonight. Jermont?
Joe, 103rd Street here on the southwest side stays busy both day and night, yet somehow this crew managed to shut it down doing donuts right in the middle of this intersection. And most of those participating pulled out their cell phones, recording the illegal activity to the surprise of neighbors.
Squealing tires and roaring engines, yeah.
Those sounds awoke Ken Jones from his sleep. Home surveillance captured some of it, but it's this sight which caught Jones and just about every neighbor living off 103rd in California and Beverly off guard.
Let's rewind that a little bit. Looks like they're having a little kebab here. They're stewing some kebabs on the grill there. Look at that. I guess they must do that to keep warm or something, but I'm sure that's not good for the street.
Many cars spinning around like crazy out here in the intersection.
More than 100 people with cars took over this intersection Saturday night. The view above shows tire marks still visible days later.
But then when I saw the fire, I was like, oh my gosh, what are they doing?
This crew managed to keep police from getting to their illegal street tactics. It even forced CTA buses to park.
You're just literally stuck because there's nowhere for them to go.
Neighbors tell me this crew was not fazed when cops did arrive.
They didn't even flinch. They were still going round and round when Evergreen Park Police were here. CPD started coming, and then they just all took off.
This is video of those cars speeding off the moment Chicago police got on scene. Look closely. Cars drove on sidewalks and lawns trying to avoid getting caught.
Where all the people came from, I can't understand.
The street takeovers remain an ongoing problem across the city and burbs, mostly occurring in open lots or along Lower Wacker Drive. Yet Beverly residents felt the concern over the weekend.
Upsetting. The kind of upsetting that has adrenaline running in you, and you're ready to defend yourself if you have to.
Now, this crew popped up quickly and dispersed just as fast. Now, neighbors are just hoping that this crew does not return anytime soon. Now, we checked in with Chicago police. They tell CBS 2 they did not make a single arrest in Saturday's incident. Reporting live in Beverly, Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News. Erica?
Thank you, Jermont.
So there you go. That's what's happening in Chicago. Let's do our breaking news. Definitely, this is breaking news, folks. Hot off the press. Hot off the press. Breaking wind news. Only here. Only gonna get the breaking news here, folks. There you go. What else? Can we give you a little humor here? What else we got? Let's, can we... Won't you be our neighbor? Move to Chicago, folks.
Please won't you be my neighbor.
There you go, a little bit of Be My Neighbor. Can we play that one again?
Please won't you be my neighbor.
There you go, Mr. Rogers on a little helium. And what do we have over here?
Okay, you ready?
Are you
oh,
ready?
Shit. Yeah, here it comes. Okay, I'm ready.
So there you go. Are you ready, folks? This is just crazy. This is crime in Chicago. I hope you're enjoying the show today. I am DJ Wonder Chrissy. This is Migrant Mayhem. Like, share, and subscribe. We're part of Land Cruiser Midwest, bringing you guys daily migrant stuff. Today we talked a little bit about New York City. We did a little bit of Chicago crime. Brandon and JB Pritzker are still at odds. They're still at loggerheads about funding. And JB's worried about the DNC and that Brandon's going to be able to handle and have the city ready for the DNC. And after you've seen these video clips, these new breaking breaking news clips. Yep, breaking news. When breaking news, only here, folks. There you go. You gotta wonder too. Is Brandon capable of getting the city ready for the DNC, which is happening in the middle of August? They're having the RNC in July up in Milwaukee, so that's why Milwaukee doesn't get any migrants. No migrants were sent to Wisconsin per se, because the GOP Texas governor didn't want to step on any feet or shoes in Wisconsin, especially with the DNC happening in the middle of July. So he sent them to Chicago, where we have a sanctuary city. So I don't know what your plans are for vacation this year. Probably want to stay away from Chicago this summer. Things are getting dicey, and it's not even summer yet, folks. Crime is running rampant. I just saw a video where we had 4 migrants beat a guy into unconscious on the Red Line this weekend and stole his money. They strangled him, and I guess they caught the guys, so I don't know if they got out of jail or what, but the crime that's happening in New York City is also happening in Chicago when it comes to the migrants, so that we can assure you on. Maybe we'll have some more reports on that. But I think I'm going to close this early for today. Thank you for joining us. This is DJ Wonder Chrissy, and it's all about the money. You got to follow the money, folks. And have a good day. It's Tuesday. We're heading to March. And once we get to March, it's St. Patty's Day. We got to look forward to St. Patty's Day and the green beer. Nothing better than that. God bless America, folks, and God bless Donald Trump. Over and out. DJ Wonder Chrissy for Land Cruiser Midwest.